Good evening, and welcome to a very, very special episode of DOA, the official podcast of the most best-looking and bearded blog in conservative politics, Misfit Politics. And you know something? This is such a special episode, I'm not even going to do my usual shtick. If you've seen the show before, you know I'm the rated R Republican John Brodigan. Of course, you know Brandon Morris, our Boston Peerless leader, through whom all things are possible. And with this, I'm actually going to let Brandon do the introduction, because it was actually Brandon one day who was all like, you know, yo, Twitter, I found this great new band, you should check them out, link, #AldCon, and I did, and he was right. So, Brandon, who's with us today?
Okay, so check this out. I was minding my own business, like I do, one day, and Kelly Marr, as all of you know at OK Marr on Twitter, said, you have to listen to this band. Somebody came up to me, just handed me this CD and walked away kind of thing. So I was like, fine, let me hear the music. Normally when people say that, I think, whatever, fine, I'll just listen to your song.
It always sucks, and you just want to be left alone.
It always sucks, especially since, you know, we hang out at the conventions that we do. It's always the worst music you can possibly hear, isn't it? It's always like that.
This is my concept album on the Bill of Rights.
Exactly. Let me write you a song about how I'm not a racist. So, anyway, I start listening to this music, and I'm instantly blown away. Just instantly. Like, I downloaded it like 5 minutes later, their entire album. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Hannah, Liza, Eva, and Sarah of the band Shell. Say hi, ladies.
Hi. Hi, y'all.
Welcome to the show, which we've been trying to do this for weeks, so we're happy to finally have you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, I guess if we just want to start, each of you introduce yourself and just tell everyone what you do.
Okay, well, I'm Sarah, and I play the violin in this band with my sisters. Now, before we start this, is Google like picking up our voices? Because we're pretty far away. Yeah.
I'm picking up your voices, so I'm assuming Google is too.
Okay.
I can hear you.
What? Oh. All right. Okay, continue. You're next. All right, bye. I'm Hannah. I'm a keyboard player, and I sing too.
I'm Eva. I play mandolin and I sing.
I'm Liza. I'm drums and percussion and vocals and beatboxing.
And how'd you guys get your start, other than, you know, your mom came in the room and said, "Hey, you have a new sister"?
Well, our dad is a singer-songwriter, and so we just grew up with music in the house all the time. And Hannah started learning the piano when she was 10, and then Eva picked up a mandolin, and then Liza and I started. Liza was on the harp then, and I was on the violin, and we would just kind of get up and, you know, back up Dad when he was playing his shows. And that's how it started.
Sweet. Yeah, I've met their entire family. They're like a really cool place, and very talented in like so many different ways. Like, I know their dad builds train sets. You know, Eva can make anything out of anything. Like, you know, I go downstairs. She's like, she makes top hats. Don't you, Eva?
I do.
The MacGyver of pop folk.
Exactly. You know, she and you can actually buy these hats that she makes on their website. It says shellmusic.com. It's Shell with one L, by the way. It's an anagram of all their names together.
Yeah.
Clever.
Oh wow! I just got that.
Yay!
And it's actually in order. SH. Oh wow. Okay.
How funny is that?
Well, you know, I'm from New York. It takes me a while to, like, you know.
I know, people from New
I
York.
can't even finish that sentence. That's how long it takes.
But anyway, so how did you guys, like, where do you guys get your influence from?
I mean, we grew up listening to the Beatles and Sting and The Who, and our dad was, you know, singer-songwriter and really into classic rock. And our mom was really into classical music and jazz. And they just, I don't know, they really influenced us and just really supported us with any musical endeavor that we had. And I think they had good musical taste, and it kind of rubbed off. I don't know. Yeah, I would say so.
Awesome. It's kind of cool that you know, because you're all classically trained, you know, so you don't really you see a lot of classically trained people, at least in the music that I listen to and stuff like that. So whenever I listen to you guys, it's kind of magical. You know, you can actually, I mean, you can tell that you are whenever you're playing on stage or, you know, just listening to it on the CD and stuff like that, how much talent you guys have and how much it comes through, you know?
Wow, thank you.
Well, everyone should actually, like, totally, you guys are on iTunes, yeah?
Yes. iTunes, the internet, Amazon.
Is that where that is? Is that where iTunes is?
The internet? Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard of this internet.
I don't know what's happening anymore. Brandon, though.
So when did you guys first start as a band? Like actually make the decision, you know, we're living in the same house, hey, we could play these instruments, let's start doing something with them.
I mean, we started really jamming together, I guess, probably about 12 years ago, where we really decided and made the very conscious effort and conscious decision to be an official band about, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago now?
5, 3, 4 years ago.
I'd say 8. It's a mystery.
It's been some number of years.
None of you really know what's going on right now.
A very natural, like, evolution, so to speak. A very natural progression.
Revolution, if you will.
A revolution of evolution? For resolution to play music?
Yes.
I should be a rapper.
I think I should. That's it.
Okay, rap now.
Liza could, like, beatbox.
Yeah,
and you could
yeah,
rap.
this is the best idea we've had all day.
Yeah, I could rap. Liza beatboxes, everybody. She actually does it live on stage. If you actually go to my vlog page on YouTube, my personal one, not the Misfit one, everyone. I actually have they're on my channel all the time, actually. In fact, we're about to put up another video because we just went hiking. Me and Hannah and Eva did.
Because apparently you didn't almost die enough the first time.
Right, I needed to die. So, but I didn't. I'm still standing, by the way, everybody.
And me too.
Exactly, and Eva as well. And but you know, I actually have a bit of their concert up on my vlog, and you can actually see they do this cool thing where Liza beatboxes and then they sing to her beatboxing, and she's very good at it.
Yeah.
Yes, she's amazing.
She's pretty
She's a
talented.
monster, pretty much.
Well, not so much like a monster, it's just more like a baby.
Yeah.
She's like a natural at everything.
Not a scary monster, kind of like a beast on the mic.
Yeah, that's what
I
mean
like
by
that.
it.
Oh,
like that.
she's a beast on the mic. You're calling me a
Based
baby
on the mic, see,
monster. Oh, there's siblings. Listen, you're a
we're evolving the message as well.
We're launching new catchphrases left and right.
That's what we do. That's what we do, all the time.
So and then the new album just came out recently.
in August.
Okay, that's recent enough.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we think it's recent. It's almost a year old, but I keep saying the new album's out.
It's the newest one, so that counts.
Yeah, that's true. It's
the
technically the new one.
Yeah, it's the only one. So I mean, I don't even know why I have to add any sort of thing to it. It's the only album. The album's out.
And
We just call it the album.
Yeah.
The album is out now. You know.
Now, go buy it now.
Give
now,
a sense
now,
of
now.
urgency. Yeah, give a sense of urgency to it. If you don't buy this album right now,
bad. You're just bad.
bad everywhere.
Blow
Dogs
up.
and cats living together, mass hysteria type stuff.
The future of the universe is dependent on you. Do people even actually buy albums anymore?
Yes.
Yes.
They buy like a physical album.
Yep. And
'Cause
What else are they going to sign?
That is true.
You know.
I have a question.
Yes,
Have you two actually ever met in person?
we have.
Yeah? What happens when you two get into like the same room?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, we actually decided ahead of time that we're not going to bring up more half of that stuff.
Clever.
Yeah, but
Things go down that you tell your children about later on, like horror stories, warning stories. You know, don't do this like I did stories.
You
yeah,
never tell your children?
we can do something. There's have a couple drinks. 3 o'clock runs for tacos and town cars.
Yeah, you know. stuff that you warn your children against, but later on they're like, that was really cool, type of stuff.
No, but we're here for you. Let's put the spotlight on you. Not you, Brandon. You shall.
Yeah, whose interview is this anyway?
I just asked one question.
You're not allowed to ask questions.
Okay, well, you should have told us that before I asked the question. Brandon.
Tit for tat kind of thing.
Texans.
Fine, you get to ask us a question, but for everyone that I ask, I get to ask them, or what? God dang it, I messed that one up. I'm off the show.
1, Brandon 0.
Yeah. Well, actually, just to put the spotlight back on you guys. I've always been curious about how the album comes about. Because like I made the crack about do people even buy albums before only because being the spiritual elder of Misfit Politics, just because I'm older than everyone. I just remember back when I was in school, when your friend's band had a CD, that was like a major accomplishment. It's like, whoa, it's not even like a cassette tape, it's an actual CD. Where these days, if you're good, really all you need is a couple instruments and a computer, and your stuff goes out right away. So like when you guys put out your first album, your debut album, your new album, whatever we're calling it, the album, what went into actually making it?
Well, it's a really intensive process, actually, because we have a studio at home where we do the majority of our recording, but we don't, it's a very simple setup, basic Pro Tools and one microphone. So we do all the acoustic instruments that we can here and most of the vocals, but we can't do the drums here. So we work with a studio in Nashville called the Blue Room, and with an incredible legendary producer, actually, named Britt Mayer. He's like a 6-time Grammy Award winner. And he's worked with Elvis Presley and the Judds and Ike and Tina Turner. And he is just like a wealth of information. So we record everything that we can here and then upload it onto an FTP server. And they download it over in Nashville and do all the mixing and whatnot. And then usually we fly out for that, fly out so we can be a part of the mixing because it is a co-produced album, which is really fun for us. We enjoy that process. And then, occasionally when we're lucky, we just get to record like one whole song in the studio, which is awesome. But having the setup that we do at home and, modern technology being what it is, it's really awesome because we can record whenever we want. And we are pretty much recording most of the time. If we're not on tour, we're at home recording. So.
What's it like on you wrote the Nashville? What's it like when you actually go into the studio and you're working with someone who chose to work with you guys and you find out, oh, by the way, I also recorded Elvis Presley?
I think it would be super intimidating, but Brent is such a sweetheart. Like, he's so down to earth and he's so kind. And that makes all the difference. It's a great learning experience. And it's always humbling to be around somebody like that, somebody that is a legend and who has accomplished so much, but chooses to work with you and be patient with you. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. And I did have one question specifically about the new album, the debut album, the album, whatever we're calling it, whatever we decided calling it, because it's all original, and you guys have original songs except for one cover. And I was just curious, just because out of all the songs from this artist's catalog to pick, I was curious about the one actual selection. And both answers are good, but just for my own curiosity, Battle of Evermore, is it more a Zeppelin cover or is it more a Wilson Sisters Love Mongers cover?
Oh, it's definitely a Zeppelin cover.
Okay.
Although I love the Wilson Sisters version. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. There aren't nearly enough people in this world who are influenced by the Wilson Sisters. So, like I said, either one was cool. I just that one particular choice I thought was curious. Which it was obviously a great version of the song.
It's interesting because we ended up covering that not only because we loved it. I think we all fell in love with that song. But then people just started suggesting it left and right. They're like, if you're ever going to do a cover, you should do Battle of Evermore. And I think probably from their perspective, that was more influenced by the Wilson Sisters than by Zeppelin. But for us, it was like we didn't know about the Wilson Sister cover until after we actually done ours. So we were like, oh, cool, okay.
Awesome stuff. I actually love that you guys actually have a really good cover of it. I was really surprised. Normally, people do Zeppelin covers. It's so unimaginative, But you guys completely and totally rocked it.
Thank you. It was cool because that one's it's so scaled down in the actual recording of it that Zeppelin does that there's a broad interpretation that can be taken to it. You can't say that though about a lot of Zeppelin's tunes because they were so massive. It's like, well, to try and cover that and put a new spin on it, you know, like When the Levee Breaks or Kashmir, like some of my favorite Led Zeppelin songs I would probably never try to cover because they're just so brilliant. And
Yeah.
not that Evermore wasn't brilliant in its simplicity, but there was just room there to be creative.
Yeah.
And no, go ahead.
Brandon, you go.
I was gonna say, and your voice fits so perfectly, like when you're telling the story, you know, the way you sing it and the way your voice is. And ladies and gentlemen, Eva Holberg, I've told her this several times. She has one of the most unique voices I've ever heard, and it's very beautiful to listen to. And when she sings Battle of Evermore, it's almost like it just fits so perfectly.
Brandon, you're just giving me like fluffy heart right now. My whole heart is like getting fluffy and big.
And so is
We'll get that checked out later.
Do each of you have like a particularly favorite song on the album, or is it? I mean, I know some bands say this. Is it really like trying to choose like your favorite kid?
Well, I guess like it's different listening to the album than it is performing those songs because like live when the Dragon came down, it's so much more powerful to me. Like there's so much energy in it when we're playing it on stage. But then like when I'm listening to the album, Like-Minded Fool is probably my favorite song in there. I can just listen to that one like on repeat over and over again. I love the way that it turned out. I like The Man Who Was the Circus. It's probably my favorite recording.
What is that song about? Can you give me a little background on that real fast?
It's like there's a whole idea behind it that's turning into a story actually. We want to publish it for our fans. But the long and short of the meaning is just the idea that, you know, there are brilliant artists out there who don't do it for the money or for the numbers. You know, they do it because they believe that's what they're supposed to do. And they can't help it in a sense. But a lot of times what ends up happening, we talked about this with like C.S. Lewis and Scott Joplin and brilliant people of the life. They really weren't famous until after they died. Mm-hmm. And so it was like they had to get this art out of them. And they just couldn't help it that they, you know, like they weren't well known for it until after they died. So it was kind of that idea that like after you leave something that inspires others to take up the torch, so to speak, or to carry on the circus in this way.
Awesome. Liza, it's your turn. And it's okay to talk.
It's okay to talk.
Yeah.
I would have to say Paint My Life is probably my favorite off the album.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
I don't know. Because the violin part. The drum part is actually one of my favorites, just a little bit. A little partial.
A little partial to the drums, the way they sound, you know.
And the violin.
Yeah, that was just a lot of fun.
Cool. Sarah, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking iced coffee from my French press.
Oh, she has a French press, everyone. Because she's so fancy.
I told a friend the other day that I had a French press, and she's like, "Oh, I only use that when I'm camping." Like, what?
Amazing camping.
It's one of the essentials, you know?
I guess.
You need that. You need to bring that, your tower fan with you, your iPad.
I'm just there. I'm thinking, man, this is classy as hell. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I only use one of those when I'm camping. Otherwise, she has like a coffee maker."
See, I'm too lazy for a French press. I had to get a Keurig because I'm even too lazy for like coffee filters.
Okay, listen. That's not even coffee. You need a French press to really appreciate coffee.
Wait, who are we talking to?
I don't really need to appreciate it. I just need it to wake me up in the morning.
But you can appreciate it and have it wake you up in the morning.
All right, I will run out the Bed Bath and Beyond.
That is some infallible logic right now.
Bed and Beyond, really. Go to the grocery store. They have them there. That's where I got mine because it's classy.
Okay,
because it's classier from the grocery store.
Where would you like me to get my French press?
Listen, you can go to Walmart.
I have one of those.
Perfect.
Because Walmart's the classiest place on earth.
I mean, as long as we're doing French press and we want to keep it classy, just go to Walmart. My favorite song, though, speaking of French press, is Lost at Sea. And What?
Does it have to just?
It doesn't have anything to do with it. That's why keeping it classy.
That's a better segue than I ever come up with. So just run with it.
Yeah, we just go with it.
Yeah.
You're hard. We all know this.
See,
Yeah. Clever.
my two favorites, like they're actually a tie. I really love Dragon Came Down. That's probably my favorite. But I'm a huge fan of Lost at Sea. Huge fan. I really. And
Those are both good. You've picked two good songs.
what's that?
You could have said
Yeah.
anything and we would have been okay with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're all good songs. What are you talking about?
I don't have a favorite.
All of our fans and stuff, you know, we've all watched the show Firefly, and every single time I hear Lost at Sea, that's all I can think about. You know, spaceships and horses. You know, that kind of thing. It's like a Western space thing for me.
Wait,
And-
what's Firefly?
It's Serenity.
Oh, Serenity. Sorry. Okay, okay, I have to. Deuce, you need to just calm down.
right now.
That is. Did you guys know what it was?
Yeah. So our music is space cowboy music. Is that? What
Yeah. That's kind of what it reminds me of. We talked about this yesterday.
And that's cool. Okay.
Is
just
that
making
why
sure.
you knew what it was?
Is it like?
I'm not the only one that didn't know what that was.
For everyone, okay.
I think you were. You really were.
To everyone who's curious, Liza's the only one who doesn't live under a rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I've
I
seen
knew what it was.
I've seen
I knew what it
Serenity.
was.
I've seen Serenity. I just haven't seen the TV show. Brandon, I don't need your judgment.
Okay. Actually, in Eva's defense, I didn't really like the show Firefly, but I did enjoy the movie Serenity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I also enjoyed the movie. I've seen it like 3 or 4 times. It's very good.
But it's like if you watch Serenity, you automatically want more, and so then
Yeah.
you go to the show.
I started by seeing Serenity. I didn't start with Firefly. I saw Serenity first,
Yeah.
and then I went into what?
No, I think the movie provided enough closure. Like, you know, it ended the story. Enough people died, whether you could really move on.
Thank you. I agree. I
And
feel
those
like you
people
just
died.
didn't even need a TV. I don't even know why they made one.
It was before the movie. It was an Arrested
Because
Development. I think
yeah,
They made a movie because their fans are insane.
Yeah,
They are brown coats.
Wait,
brown
is
coats, right?
Yeah.
brown coats. We are insane.
actors and everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen the TV show.
No, duh.
I got all squeaky and excited.
You did.
Oh, yeah, we can go in, you know. Was that the same girl?
See, and
Look at my face like this for.
see, I felt that and Liza, you and I talked about this. This is the way they should have handled the rest of development. You know, they had the show, and then they should have made the movie. And then if the movie was successful, they could have made more episodes or whatever. You know?
I mean, not that I didn't enjoy them releasing another season, but it was just. Here's the thing with the rest of development. I don't know how much longer they can keep this going because everybody is obviously getting older.
Well, here's the thing with Resident Development. I still don't understand why so many people find it funny.
Okay, you've seen it, right?
I have seen it.
And you're just a horrible person.
Okay, no, I have had people. I literally have had friends from every different group of friends I have sit me down and try and force me to like it. I just.
Listen, you and your Keurig are, you know, just gonna have to do your own thing because the rest of the world is loving the rest of development.
That's right. That's right. Brodigan.
So, when,
And French press.
French
when I go
press.
to when I go to
And
Walmart
Firefly.
to get my French press, I'll pick up a Arrested Development box set. Just because you recommended it. You should actually get a Walmart endorsement deal now.
You know what? I probably should. But you can watch it on Netflix. Netflix endorsement.
I actually don't have Netflix.
What?
It's you know, it's one of those things where it's on my list to eventually like get. I just haven't gotten to that part of the list yet.
I'm actually proud of you because everybody else does, and it is a waste of time. Okay, girls, what are you doing?
It's kind of like there's so many B movies on there that you kind of have to wade through a lot of not necessarily good films.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to
Yeah.
do that, but people do.
But I also come from the generation of illegally downloading things on the internet, with the obvious exception of, you know, your music. But, you know, movies and, you know, people who I don't want to support. So, you know, instead of Netflix, I just find a BitTorrent and I download like 5 seasons of Doctor Who.
Speaking of Napster, and we'll get to Napster. So you guys are on Spotify.
That was a good segue.
That was a good segue.
Okay, that is a good segue, and that's actually how I listen to the music.
Yeah, so you folks go out and check them out on Spotify, and then buy their album.
And then after you follow us on Spotify, listen to the album a couple times, and then go buy it.
Yeah.
Because we don't see any money from Spotify.
Yeah, they need support. Spotify does not support artists.
We'll get like a couple cents a month or something.
Wait, then who am I giving my $10 a month to?
I have no idea.
To Spotify.
Probably to like Beyonce and
all the heavy hitters.
I'm gonna have to write them a letter.
Yeah, you should. They
I'm sure that'll help.
Yeah, it's like
Sure that'll help.
listen. I want at least $1 of this every month going to Shell.
at least $1. Maybe make it $10.
$1 a month. I don't know if they're gonna know what to do with that, dude. That's a lot. Whole month.
Wow.
You know what it is? You know, they can buy more coffee for their French press.
Thank you for that. I
Yeah,
hope I
so-
don't do that. Thanks for supporting Sarah's habit.
I don't have a habit. I just really like it. I don't need it. She can quit anytime she wants.
Oh, that's awesome. So, like, tell me about your hobbies.
I like coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Which, by the way, that was
Let's
actually
not
a nice
talk to
preview.
Sarah anymore. It's like a broken record.
No, but that was actually a nice preview of Shell the musical.
That's what I thought.
I think I lost you guys.
Liza, what do you do?
Uh-oh.
Sometimes no. I like road biking a lot. I'm not necessarily good at it or fast, but I enjoy it because it's cheaper than driving my car. Longboarding is also fun. I enjoy rock climbing, and I really like going to movies. Probably more movies than I should go to. Yeah, I go to way too many movies.
But you bike there, so you save money on gas, so you're actually saving money going to a movie.
Well, actually, it's a long way to bike there because it's what, like
It's fine.
it's about 20 miles from our house to the good movie theater. These little legs won't do well on 20 miles of hill. So I typically bike halfway and then bum a ride off of somebody else. Because I'm too lazy.
That's
to
you know, something that sounds like good songwriting material. I'm not gonna lie.
ride.
Sarah, what do you do in your spare time?
I already said it. Brandon doesn't want to talk to me anymore.
Yeah, she's going to talk about Keurig and coffee and French presses and
Shh. I asked her.
Sarah stuff, violin whatnots.
I'm taking over the interview.
Yeah.
If you don't have the top hat on, you can't ask the question.
Whoever has to gets to speak. Sarah, what is
It's like-
your hobby?
It's like the conch.
Well, I like running and road biking and hanging out with my friends and beer.
I like that. I like that.
Those are all the things. That's the majority. I mean, aside from
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Right.
And the
Right.
only reason I run is so that I can drink beer.
That's actually, like, I go for walks every day just so I can eat cookie dough. And I mean, long walks, but, like, I love cookie dough.
Yeah. You know, I actually take I take yoga just so I can detox before I have to retox again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same.
You get me. Yeah.
Mhm.
And the only reason I drink coffee is to fuel my runs to burn off the beer that I drink.
It's like a vicious cycle.
I mean, it's pretty bad.
It is.
I have a problem. Eva, what do you like to do?
I was just thinking about that. I was like, probably my biggest hobby in my spare time is either like walking and thinking, which I do whenever I have a moment to. I just walk and think and process stuff
Mhm.
happened or things I'm thinking about. I don't know.
Because she's so deep, you guys.
Well, it's actually not like that. It's kind of like
It
small.
requires a lot of thinking and walking.
It's like small storage space in my head.
Mhm.
And so if I start walking through things out, I feel like I gotta think things out, or it just.
You only have so much bandwidth. You have to, like, you know, process and delete.
Yep.
Wouldn't it be cool if we could have jump drives that, like, plug into our heads so they can take the information out, and anytime we need it, we can get it out?
It's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time.
Eva's like, no. No, no, no.
It's not the conservative way. Anna, what's your favorite thing?
Not get political here.
I'm not getting political.
I'm not getting political on this political topic.
It just doesn't sound very conservative. Like, you know.
No.
Anyway.
Conserving space in his brain. That's so
Oh.
Where are you right now, Sarah? Where are you?
I'm right here.
I mean, in your head, in your brain space.
Tell us, what color is the sky in your world?
Who can really know? No one can. Hannah, what's your favorite thing to do?
Okay. I love songwriting. That's what I do with most of my time. But I also like ultimate frisbee and like getting people together to do fun things and like go hiking and like running. Yeah.
That's true. We've been hiking, what, twice now? I think we've covered that. Yeah.
And we're gonna do Mom's Peak soon. It's gonna be
Are we
awesome.
doing it?
Are you doing it?
Yeah, dude.
We're doing it.
You're supposed to be going on warm-up hikes if you're going to do it.
Oh, I don't need a warm-up hike.
No, you need a warm-up hike.
Oh, no.
No, she lives here. She'll be fine.
Yeah, you bike all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am in a really good shape.
Oh, okay. All right, fine.
That's probably going to kill me.
You're the only person who's like, oh, seriously, okay, so Eva and Sarah and I and our friend Derek have been going out and hiking lately. And the first time, I was just destroyed. Dang it, I did it again, didn't I?
We look exactly alike. We look exactly alike. It's okay. That's why we have to sit on opposite ends of each other, because everybody's like, "Ooh, which one?" That's Hannah.
I just missed something, and like Brandon apparently stormed off. It's like a regular episode of DOA, I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's because I get frustrated with myself. Her name is Hannah, everyone. It's Hannah. And I have a bad habit of calling her Hannah.
We just went over this. We just went over this before the show started.
I know that. I know that. Which is why I'm more frustrated with me.
I actually have it written down. No.
Don't fight. Don't fight.
Maybe I need to write it down.
All right, actually, while Brandon's taking notes, I have to ask, who designed the wall that is behind you? Because that is awesome.
Okay. So when Sarah lived in here, she and I put these stripes on the wall, and then
She and I put the
I helped you do that. And then Eva moved in here, and Eva put like the night sky on there, and the lights and the necklaces are mine.
I drew these.
Oh, you can't see them from where you are.
But actually, it got awesomer as you guys all ducked because I didn't see like the hearts with the wings and all that stuff going on like over here.
Yeah.
And then she has like quotes and stuff that she draws on her wall. Yeah, over there.
I also
like a wall of stuff. Oh, what is that? Is that Tusky on the wall? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How did he get there?
I have no idea. He just appeared one day. That's kind of weird.
Weird, yeah.
And you know, I was actually thinking of painting one of my walls with like the magnetic chalkboard paint. I think I might have to do it now.
That would be awesome. But I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, so we're going hiking. The first time, I did not realize and feel like such a whoosh like more than my entire life than I did then. You know, Hannah does not get tired ever. Apparently, she just goes and goes. She's like the Energizer Bunny.
He's a beast.
She's the beast of the mountain.
Yes. Instead of a beast on the mic, she's a beast of the mountain.
The mountain.
What am I a beast of?
A beast on the French press.
Princess beast.
Beast on the
And
wall.
she's the beast in the hat.
Exactly.
What?
Is that
You know,
a common?
okay, we just came up with the concept for your second album, Beast.
Oh, Eva, you resemble that. Yeah, high five me. That was good. Woo.
Oh, good times. So yeah, now we're gonna go up on a way bigger mountain, and I'm still recovering from yesterday. Not that I didn't give myself enough recovery time, but like my calves hurt so bad right now,
Yeah.
and I have to walk to the store here in a little bit, so that'll be fun.
Are you watching this cookie dough?
I am almost out. Like, you know, I don't have much left.
Going through withdrawals.
Did,
When you guys hiking 1 feet,
did we just lost Brandon again?
it's okay, good though. He's not gonna share with us what's yours. Because he's almost out.
Well, Brandon's looking for whatever he's looking out here.
Apparently, I don't have any left.
So you are going to the grocery store for cookie dough.
Look at my hand. Look at my hand.
Look at it. And it's shaking.
You having the shakes?
Got the shakes, man. I can't do this.
What are you, Cookie Monster and Detox?
I need to detox.
We're gonna find you in a bathroom stall with like a lighter and a spoon and some and some Pepperidge Farm.
And ladies and gentlemen, you know, because like apparently we've gone to war over Twitter on it, I have a whole bunch of fresh Brussels sprouts that I'm going to cook later. Suck
With
it.
bacon?
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely different than cookie dough.
And speaking of Brandon's Brussels sprouts, I understand there's a CMT contest going on.
Oh my gosh. That's literally the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
Let's talk about CMT for a
Let's
minute.
talk about Yes, let's talk about that.
So,
Because Brussels sprouts are soul food?
Ah!
Well, no, I mean if Brussels sprouts, anything you wrap in basement, anything you wrap in bacon is Southern. CMT is Southern country. Shut up.
Oh! Okay. All right.
Brings us back to CMT.
yeah. No, we have a contest going on right now. If you go to our website, shellmusic.com, you can click on the banner for CMT, and it takes you to their page, and you can scroll down and find Shell. It's listed alphabetically, and you can vote for this music video that Sarah made for us, called The Man Who Was a Circus, and they have it in rotation on national television right now. But if you vote for us, you can get it into a higher rotation, so it gets played more.
So you can get famouser?
Well, maybe we're not exactly famous, period, any
Yeah.
level. We could get famous.
I just said famouser, though. I mean, like, you are famous. People know who you are. They listen to your music.
Yeah.
You know. So...
No, I mean okay, you guys just had a successful sold out hometown show. You're that famous, so therefore the next step is famous-er.
Okay,
I like the way
okay,
you
touche,
think, right?
touche.
Okay.
You win. You always do.
Yeah. Oh.
You always do.
And when
Nature!
God, I wish that was true.
So
Okay.
you guys have music videos? What?
Wait, Brandon,
What's-
you haven't seen them?
What?
Have you seen them?
Have I seen it? Have I seen your music videos? Yes, I've seen your music videos. I was trying to segue into the fact that you have music videos out there.
Just roll with it.
That was confusing.
Well, apparently someone hasn't had enough of her French press coffee yet today.
Or maybe they're too much.
Or can you have too much French press coffee?
Yep. You can. I've done it.
Oh.
It's a problem.
You should tell them about the music videos.
Okay, well, we have 2 music videos out right now. We have 2 in the process. That's right. Thank you. Wait, and both the
I
music
just want to mention real fast that Eva went down the warp pipe. She
Is
should
that
be
what-
back later. She
Yeah.
just like went.
Is she switching hats?
will pop up.
Anyway, continue. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Yes, we have one for a song called Freckles, which is also in rotation on CMT, along with The Man Who Was a Circus. And we have 2 in the works right now. We filmed one while we were just in Europe. And so we filmed one in Ireland for my favorite song, Lost at Sea.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in the
Are there-
process.
Are there space cowboys in it?
You know, the budget didn't allow.
There are leprechauns.
Was there Guinness in it?
There was Guinness before it and after.
Is it true that Guinness in Ireland tastes like a cappuccino milkshake?
No, it is not.
Okay.
But it does taste like, it's like the smoothest thing. It just goes, you just drink it all.
It's like a meal.
It's like, it's a freaking meal. It's totally different. It really is different. It's interesting. We went to the Guinness factory. I don't know why it's called a factory instead of a brewery. But we did the whole, they have like a whole museum, and you walk around, you get up at the top, and you get a beer. And Eva took like a sip of hers, so I finished it, and then we stole the pint glasses.
Hey,
Because the
Sorry.
Guinness people are gonna come get you.
I hope so. Man.
They're gonna show up at you. Heard you stole one of our glasses.
And look,
We're here to claim them back.
Oh, that's funny.
apparently this show just became evidence because she showed the glass on air.
NSA is watching us now, though. So, totally. And you know what else? Interpol is going to come at them now because of this podcast for stealing from the European Union or something like that.
Guys, we're gonna be in jail. What?
I don't think you're getting a
Hana, it's a crazy story.
We're gonna go to jail.
Woo!
I'll high five that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And actually, speaking of crazy stories, segue. You guys have started touring.
Yeah. Yes.
What's the road like?
Well, the road is like
Crazy.
it's like this.
No, that's what happens when we get close to our destination, especially after a 20-hour drive.
Yeah.
Which happens sometimes.
We do that a lot. But we're actually leaving tomorrow. We're going to Wichita and St. Louis and West Plains, Missouri and Bartlesville, Oklahoma. And
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
So everyone watching this, go to that show if you're in that area. Or even if you're not in that area. I met fans at one of their shows, at their hometown show, actually, that drove 11 hours to see them.
That's true.
And you guys said you're not famous yet.
Well,
Right.
we're in Joplin, Missouri, apparently. Famous enough for them to drive all the way.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Your biggest fans are in Missouri. Who would have thunk it?
No, wait. Are you guys going to Missouri or Missouri?
Missouri. Misery.
Okay.
You're going to misery.
Yes, because Missouri loves company.
Yeah.
Oh, snap, dog. Good one.
I'll show myself out.
John Brodigan, everyone.
Come here. Clips, come here. Here, we'll introduce you to the dog. Come here, Clip.
I think we have a cameo.
This is a Sky
No, come here. Come on.
We have a dog incoming now. Uh-oh, they
Maybe.
froze. Did they freeze?
Yeah. Did they freeze?
It looked like they froze.
Oh my God.
They froze earlier for me. We'll see if it comes back. In the meantime, we can
There
just
we go,
talk
I see
amongst
a dog.
Oh, there. I see something. Oh, look at that.
Were we gone that whole time?
Yeah, you guys are like completely cut out.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay. That's
Are
a
we
dog. Yeah, you're here now.
Speak. 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 Speak.
Okay, Sarah, let's move on. Okay.
Are you
So-
guys still there?
Yeah, we're still here. We during what's funny is this dog, like they were playing a little they were playing Moonshine Hill, which is their new song, and you can you guys get it now? Still?
Yeah.
But
I'm pretty sure it's on iTunes.
Oh, it was only a 24-hour thing.
24-hour free download. But it's still
so it's not available anymore.
not at this time, but it will.
Oh, that
Will it be
sucks.
okay? Will it be available on Sunday when most people will be watching this?
No. We're releasing this earlier.
We are. Okay.
Yeah.
Will it be available earlier when most people can be watching this?
No.
It was just a 24-hour thing for our hometown fans.
Oh, that stinks. Well, it's an awesome, 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 awesome song. I have it, you don't. Ha 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 ha.
I can find it. I have my ways.
Oh,
He's from that
generation.
that generation.
Yes. I'm from the illegal download generation. I sit in front of a computer all day. I will find that song. I just have to rewind the video to get the name of it again.
Oh my goodness.
So they were playing Moonshine Hill in their house,
Moonshine
and
Hill.
that dog just laid down right in the middle of everything, like next to the drums, right next to Hana, while she was playing the keyboard. And I was like, isn't that dog, like, dogs hear so much better than we do? And he was like chilling out.
Yeah. She usually falls asleep in front of the kick drum, and I'm like, how?
That's my question.
No, I
That
think
is-
they find lower tones and lower sounds more soothing because the high pitched ones hurt their
Okay,
ears so much.
but really,
And
would
so-
you want this streaming through your body when you're trying to sleep?
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
how
how
she
she
falls
falls
asleep
asleep
it's the
with that.
vibration that she enjoys.
It's like if
She's
someone
crazy.
just like, no, it wouldn't be like that. It'd be like this.
Hey, don't shake the baby.
Real quick. Don't shake the beast.
Yeah.
Sorry, hon. We have about 7 minutes before we have to leave, so if there's anything else that we want to cover, or we can just, hang out.
Okay. I think Brandon, are you good?
I think I've got pretty much covered everything. We just, go to shellmusic.com.
Yeah.
Check them out. Buy a CD. Also, buy a shirt. And I have one myself, actually.
Oh.
Bam. And mine is actually signed.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
And if you know something, if I didn't know any better, I believe that's also Misfit Politics Maroon.
It is. It's the Misfit Red.
So it matches.
Yay.
All right. Final thoughts. Let's go down the line. And just realizing that your names aren't in order of where you're sitting. So, Hannah, we'll start with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't do that an hour ago because you and I are the same person.
Actually, you guys would have to completely reverse it since like the camera is actually flipped.
I believe this is the first ever vodcast Chinese fire drill.
Yep. There it is. Oh, now we're in order. Okay.
So, closing thoughts. Sarah, we'll start with you.
Listen, this has been really great, guys, and your bids are good.
She said your.
I didn't hear a word you just.
I heard it's been great.
Hannah.
You guys are awesome, and we really appreciate you having us on your podcast and on your website and everything. And
thank you.
we're gonna miss you when you move to Austin, so you better come back.
Yeah, you better come back and climb that mountain.
Every chance I get. Eva, you're good.
Or it's an excuse for you guys to tour the Austin music scene.
Oh, we should definitely come back there.
That's what I've been saying.
We're there we've been there twice this year already. Where were you?
Dallas.
Home? Yeah, Dallas. With him. Eva, what's up? Your final thoughts.
It was really, really awesome to do this, and we really appreciate all of your support and your kindness toward us. And during this short time that we've known you, it's been really awesome. And I'm also sad that you're going to move away. And I'm sorry for the things I said about Texas yesterday. It was mostly because I was jealous. And
Jealous of Texas?
Jealous that Texas gets Brandon back.
Aww.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You're lucky my gun wasn't loaded.
Yeah, I know.
Liza, you go.
And besides Interpol, this show just got flagged by the NSA.
Oh man, we're all going to jail.
All right.
We're all going to hell.
Liza, your final thoughts.
Liza?
It's emotional.
It's
been emotional. Seriously, I'm kind of drunk you together here. No, seriously. It was great talking with you guys about, a couple TV shows. Just chatting with some good, solid, bearded men. It was very, very nice.
That's what we're here for.
Lots of bearded
Yeah. Brandon, your final thoughts.
My final thoughts. Go check out music, shellmusic.com. Follow them on Twitter at I Love Shell Music. Pretty much everything. Like they're on Instagram, they're on Facebook at I Love Shell Music generally. And remember, folks, it's SHEL, all caps, anagram of their name. Go find them. Go buy their music. Go buy their stuff. Just support them in any shape, way, or form you can. Tweet out their videos. They're awesome. They deserve this. Help them out.
Yeah. And I, on the other hand, am not going to miss Brendan when he moves to Texas because I'm still used to him being from Texas in the first place. But I will agree that definitely go to @sand I Love Shell Music at the Twitters and on the internets. Thank you, Shell, Sarah, Hannah, Eva, Liza. I'm going to go to Walmart and get my French press coffee maker.
Yeah!
Thank you all for watching DOA. Game over like PlayStation. We done.